Hey everyone, so Steph here, and today I'm going to do my 50 random 50 random facts for you video, and I've got them all written down here, and let's just get right into it. I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty. I have 2 cats right now, and I have one that I got cremated that I had for 11 years, and his name was Chance, and he was my life. My pet peeve is people who eat and make chewing or drinking noises. It drives me crazy. I have a huge perfume collection. I believe I counted the other day and it was 43 different bottles. Like, I'm not talking about duplicates I have of some, but I have 43 different scents. I have super bad arachnophobia. Like, spiders scare the crap out of me. I scream, cry, run away, freeze up, a whole bunch of different things. I can't even kill a spider. Terrified. I have 1 tattoo, and I have plans for 2 more tattoos. I am nail polish obsessed. Completely and utterly. I kind of suffer from insomnia. I've had really bad time sleeping recently, and I pretty much don't sleep during the night. I finally got sleeping pills, and it's slowly getting better. As you can see, my bags are being covered up a lot more than they used to be. I'm obsessed with Bounty bars. I have never been obsessed with a chocolate bar, but Bounty bars I love. Coconut's one of my favorite flavors, scents, everything. I love coconut, love the flavor, so Bounty bars I've been really obsessed with lately. I even got 25 for my birthday. King size, 25 king size bars. I am really easily addicted to TV shows. I'm allergic to cats. The summer of 2008, I went away for the summer to visit my grandma, and I was house sitting with her, and they had a cat. It was so fluffy, and I woke up with crusted over eyes. I barely could open my eyes. Sometimes they were glued shut. It was really bad. I said I was allergic to cats. She said it was hay fever. I'm like, no, it's cats. And she told my mom. My mom believed the hay fever story. Came home, sure enough, allergic to my cats. But I could never live without them, and I still have 2. I love sushi. So much. My favorite right now is caterpillar rolls. I have always been obsessed with lip gloss, anything. I used to put it on like crazy. I realized I had an addiction to it. I still have a crap ton, and I still use it all the time, but it's not as bad of an addiction. I just have a big collection. And now lipsticks in that collection. I love candles. My favorite color is pink. I am obsessed with carbs, like legit. That is probably my biggest weight problem, is because I'm obsessed with carbs. I love them so much, and my favorite is spaghetti. I love spaghetti so much. I really love spaghetti. I had a very bad, real creepy dream as a kid, and it's quite a long story, so if you guys want to hear about it, leave a comment down below or send me a message and I'll make a video on that as well. I do not know my real father. I'm materialistic. I like things, I like buying things, I like having things. I am obsessed with The Lion King. The Lion King is my favorite movie of all time. I saw it when it came out in theater the first time when I was a little girl, and I loved it, and I saw it when it came out in theater in 3D again with my boyfriend, and I bought it, I had all the movies on VHS except 1 1/2. I never really liked that, but I had 1 and 2 on VHS. Then when the new one came out, I bought that on DVD. My boyfriend bought it on DVD with the 3D copy, and that was before we lived together. Then for Valentine's Day, he got me a collector set with all 3 movies, all of them just regular DVDs, all of them Blu-rays, and the first one in 3D. So I have this big collector set, and I love The Lion King. To this day, I still want the Lion King Simba and Nala kissing dolls. They have magnetic noses, and they get stuck together and they kiss. I loved them as a kid. I wasn't allowed to get them because the grandparents I had at the time were like, that's too inappropriate. I was pissed. Not gonna lie. Just pissed. I still want them to this day. I was recently diagnosed with severe depression, social anxiety, and panic disorder. I never, ever want to have kids. I love cupcakes. Just end of story. Cupcakes. I've always liked the show Degrassi a lot, and like I watched junior high when I was growing up with my mom because she's like, oh, I watched this as a kid, and then when it came out for the next generation I watched that, and I'm obsessed with it, and I have like all the series, like all the seasons, and I would love to be on that show. If I could be on any show, it'd be Degrassi. I don't know why, but I love that show, so I want to be on Degrassi. I love the Bring It On movies. I'm a big city girl. I live in a small town. I lived in a fairly decent sized city before. I lived in Prince George before in BC, and I was glad to get out of it just because it was not a safe big city. But now I kind of live in a small town and I hate it, and like I get so excited when I get to go to Grand Prairie in Alberta because that's a bigger city. And I want to move to Kamloops so bad. I love Kamloops, I love the Okanagan, but Kamloops, there's my dream life, is in Kamloops. I am red meat intolerant. On a trip to Vancouver once, I ate a baby octopus. A couple of them actually. They were in my seafood pasta stuff, and I love seafood and pasta so much, and I ate baby octopi, whatever. I ate a few of them. I absolutely hate beans and mushrooms. Hate. I hated them as a kid. I love lotion. I am terrified of clowns. Yeah. I love water. Absolutely love water. It's my favorite thing to drink. I drink so much water. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's so hard to drink so much water in a day. I have no problem drinking that much water in a day. I do it all the time. I probably drink way more than I should. I have a Brita water filter water bottle and I love it. I can't go anywhere without it, and I drink like bottles and bottles and bottles of that a day. I've gotten accepted into college. I got accepted into college for February 2011 for an aesthetics course that was 10 months long, and yeah, I didn't go, but that's a whole nother story as well. And again, if you guys want to hear about that, leave a comment or send me a message and I will explain my whole college fiasco with you guys. I absolutely love the word love. I draw it a certain way all the time, like I handwrite it all the time. If something says love on it, I love it. Like, it sounds funny. I love love, but the word love is just my favorite word. I want to be able to drink red wine so much. I want to be that classy broad who sits in the tub and has a glass of wine, or reads a book and has a glass of wine. Or, you know, every night, cap it off with a glass of wine, a glass of red wine, that is. I have a wine that I do like, but it's like white and sparkling. So, if you guys know of any red wines that are actually good and like good for beginners, drinkers and stuff like that, let me know, please. Like, please, I would love to know a red wine that is yummy, and yeah, that would be really nice if you guys could, you know, let me know. I've only ever had 3 jobs in my life. I guess I can throw this random fact in here. I can't do 3 with this hand. I can do 3 with this hand, but I can't do 3 with this hand. So, extra little bonus in there. But I've only ever had 3 jobs in my life. I worked at KFC in Prince George for 2 years. Then I quit, and then I worked at Tim Hortons for 2 months, and it was only 2 months because I had to move. And then I worked at Bootlegger for over 3 years, and I quit there recently. Lilies are my favorite flower. I absolutely loved school. Like, school growing up, like elementary school, I loved it. I hated the weekends because I wasn't in school learning. I was in advanced classes. I was in a grade 2-3 split, 3-4 split, and 4-5 split. So instead of being in grade 2, I was in grade 3. Instead of being in grade 3, I was in grade 4, etc. The only reason I wasn't in a split again is because middle school came and couldn't, so I pretty much did grade 5 twice. I've always been really smart academically. I'm really dense, but smart academically. I've loved learning. High school, I was decent. I dropped out because I had lots of rumors. High school was a hard time for me, and I hated high school. But I loved school. Like, I loved classes, but I didn't like lunch and stuff like that. But I dropped out for a semester and I went back, and I finished school. I graduated went back. No big deal. My favorite color to wear is purple because I think I look best in purples. I like to sit in the shower. This never used to be it. When I was younger, I liked to have shower baths. That's what I called them, where I'd have my shower, and then after I was done my shower, like washing my stuff, like hair and body and everything, I put the plug in and just, you know, turn it into a bath and sit in the bath. But ever since I tore my Achilles tendon, I couldn't stand in the shower. I had to like lie down. First, I couldn't even put my foot in the bath because it had a cast type thingy on it, and then I just ended up having to sit in the tub all the time because I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk, so I couldn't stand, and so I always sat in the tub, and I was like that for like, I don't know, it's just recently been a year, and I'm actually, since I've quit my job, I've been better in the healing process, so I've gotten better, but I've got such a habit of sitting down in the shower that to this day I just sit down in the shower. I wash my hair, wash my body, shave my legs, all that stuff. Like, there will be a few points where I'll probably stand up, but for the most part I sit down in the shower. I have an absolute passion for YouTube. I started almost a year ago, and like I had done YouTube videos before when I moved out on my own. Didn't really do it much, and I have like absolute passion for it now. I started watching it when I tore my Achilles tendon, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this too, because this is the kind of stuff I love. I thought I loved acting, but I think I love performing, so it's like being in front of a camera and talking to you guys, whoever watches my videos. It doesn't really, that's not why I do it, it's just the fact I get to be in front of a camera, and anything beauty related I love. Like, I'm not that great, but I'm gonna share what I can share. And since I started filming on like my old crappy laptop webcam type thing. Then I got my Canon camera, so I film on that, and then Nick bought me a MacBook Pro, so I have editing now, and I have a tripod that I've bought. Like, I've invested so much into my videos and working at it and trying so hard to, you know, get somewhere with this, and I love doing it, so I'm obsessed with YouTube. I absolutely hate kids, as bad as that sounds. I do not like kids. Like, I'm not saying if there are any kids that, like, if there's any kids that watch my videos, I'm not saying I hate you or anything. It's not that I hate kids, I just get really uncomfortable around kids because I don't know how to act with them, and I get really, I don't know, it's probably part of my social anxiety with kids, like, and then the kids aspect of it. I am just not a kid person, but I absolutely love my nephew to pieces. He's like 1.5. I'm one of those people who don't really have friends. It's kind of a true and sad story. I absolutely hate dark chocolate. I have a sister that I've been with since I was 4.5. She was born when I was 4.5. My stepdad, who I absolutely hate, that's a whole nother story. That's her real dad, and me and her have been, you know, considered full sisters, even though we have different dads. I consider her to be my full sister, but technically she's my half sister. And then recently I found out that my real dad, from my real dad, I have a half sister and half brother that are older than me, and I've talked to them more than I've ever talked to my real dad, which is great. And then I also apparently have a younger half brother with his new wife. He's like 12 or 13 or 14 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so technically I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. But I only ever met and know my sister that I live with, who has a kid. For the longest time I used to watch the Cinderella story all the time. One year I went away to my grandma, and she had to watch this old lady a couple days a week, and I just sit at home and watch Cinderella story like 5 times in a day. No lie. I still love that movie, but I used to be fairly obsessive. I love deer so much. I love deer. They are the cutest. I love them. One year at my grandma's, I got to pet a deer, and I have like this video of me with the deer. I'm petting it, it's eating my zipper and going like, and it's like the cutest thing ever. But I absolutely love deer. If I see deer, I get excited, even though seeing deer is pretty common up here. Still get so excited. We used to have them in the yard. I love deer. I wish I could have a pet deer, like legit. I love deer, and that's that. I love bows. As you can see in my hair right now, I have a bow in it. Bows are just part of me. I love bows. I love being cute, but bows are one of my favorite things. Bows and hearts. I absolutely love them. And my last fact about me is my middle name is Barbara. Thought that'd be interesting. No one really likes her middle name, but I don't really care. It's my grandma's name. But yeah, so that's 50 random facts about me, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave yours as a video response below, or, you know, even just let me know one of those random facts about you. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later.